Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today I have another GFX video for you guys with some voiceover because I did a poll on my last GFX video asking if you guys liked voiceover on GFX videos or didn't, and most of you guys voted that you do like voiceover, so I am back with more voiceover. Last week I didn't have time to do a voiceover, unfortunately, so I thought I would try it again without, but you guys said you prefer it with a voiceover, so here I am, again. Today I am doing a collab with Emily Plays Roblox. I will have her channel linked in the info card in the top right corner, and also a link to her channel in the description below. So on her channel, we did like a trolling in Bloxburg. I promise we weren't bullies, don't worry. We apologized to everyone in the end that we did troll because we just felt too mean. But we had a lot of fun trolling. It was a really funny video, and it was a ton of fun. If you want to see what happens, you need to go check out that video. I'll have it linked in the info card in the top right corner on Emily's channel. But for my part of the collab, I was gonna do a GFX, and pretty much I just did this one right here. So this one is going to be like a blanket fort themed GFX. I've had this idea for a while, but I haven't done it yet. And now I decided this might be the best time to do it. So just kind of setting up the scene right now. I got a chair. I'm adding some textures into things right now at the beginning. So just adding some textures into the blankets. The blankets were kind of a pain for me today. I don't know why, but I was just having lots of problems with the blankets, but eventually we got it figured out, and the NGFX looks so good, so you want to stay tuned till the end of the video to see what it looks like. So I'm just setting up the chairs kind of like back to back and tilted a little bit, like how you set up a blanket fort so then the blankets hold up with chairs. I wanted it to be kind of cozy like this, like it was a homemade blanket fort, you know, just something fun. Right now I'm taking off the edges of the blankets, so kind of when we have the scene set up, you'll see what I mean, but I want the blankets to also fall down on the sides. This is the best way I could think of doing it. It probably was not the best way, but it was the best way I could think of, so we were going to go with it. I spent forever on this part, so thank goodness you guys can see it all sped up at the end, but this part did take me a while, and finally I got it figured out, and in the end it looks so good. So just kind of setting those up, like I said, it takes me a long time, but when I tried to take off the edges, because the I'm not sure if this is the right word, but the mesh was like kind of jagged on the edges because the pieces were put together like that, kind of like in diamond shapes, I guess. Sorry, it's hard to explain, but eventually we got it figured out. And I also put a blanket on the back so it could look super cozy. Trust me, in the end, it looks adorable. So at first I tried adding a carpet, and as you will see, I add some carpet textures and stick with it for a while, but eventually I changed it to wooden floors because I just thought the carpet drew the attention of your eyes too much. Like it kind of just took the attention from the main GFX to the carpet, which was kind of disappointing. So I wanted it to be cozy with carpet, but eventually we went with hardwood floors. Right now I am loading in some accessories for the GFX. So we have a couple pillows and a coffee mug and some cookies. Fun fact, I rendered almost all of this GFX and realized that the cookie texture messed up. So I had to stop the render, fix the cookie texture, and then restart it. So that was about an hour for absolutely nothing. But eventually we finally got it done. Rendering this GFX took a lot longer than I thought it would, but it was so worth it in the end because it is adorable. I was wondering if you guys like these aesthetic GFX more than just like my normal sort of GFX. I've been doing aesthetic a lot more, and I've liked how it's looked, but let me know down in the comments below what your favorite kind of GFX to see from me is. Right now I'm just posing my character. I feel like in my GFX I do a lot of like sitting poses, like no one's ever standing, everyone's sitting. I guess that's okay, that must just be my style, but I'm gonna make myself holding a pillow, and then Emily is going to be holding a pillow as well, though she is special, so she gets the star pillow because she is a star, a shining star. So just setting up the poses right now and then moving the pillow over. I was having some trouble with the pillow because at the top it would just like get all messed up. I can't even explain it. I don't know if you guys have this problem in Blender. I tried to ask about it on the Blender forums, but no one had an answer. But pretty much like when I work on a GFX for a while and I try to use the little axis thing at the top right with all the colors to look at a different view, it puts me really far away from the GFX. Like it zooms me out so far away. So if you guys have a fix for that, let me know. I know I didn't explain it very well, but if you have the problem, you'll know what I'm talking about. Right now I'm just posing Emily. It's kind of hard to pose the pieces that aren't like normal Roblox body parts, actually. So like her leg that is a skeleton leg, which you might want to get that checked out. No, I'm just kidding. But those are kind of hard to pose compared to normal Roblox pieces that, you know, are rigged and all ready to go. But we made it work, and I think it looks super good in the end. So we just kind of have the same pose, both going to be holding some pillows, being all cozy in our blanket fort. Just kind of fixing the leg pose a little bit, and now I will be bending the arms so they have the pillow. So here's the star pillow. We're just gonna kind of tilt it to the left a little bit so she's kind of like leaning on the pillow. I really like how that looked, and just kind of fixing everything up, fixing the poses, getting everything ready to render because we are almost ready. I believe we also have to make the floor wooden before we're done. And I think that's it. Oh, no, we can't forget. There's also going to be some lighting added, as you guys will see, and it looks so good. I can't believe I forgot about the lighting. So also, we've got to turn our characters' heads. And then I also forgot about the cookies and the milk. It's not really milk. I was trying to think of the right word. I guess it would be coffee because it's brown on the inside, coffee or hot cocoa. But I think milk would have been better. I kind of paused there trying to think of the word. So now we will be adding the lights. There they are. And we will just be putting up string lights throughout our blanket fort. I know there's no way that they could actually like really be attached if this was realistic, but it's not realistic, so whatever. I know they're not very realistic at the top with the fairy lights just attached to nothing, but it's okay. It's okay. It's Roblox. We don't have to be realistic. It still looks good. Now I'm just setting up the fairy lights so they actually like put off some light, and that'll be the lighting for our GFX. So it'll be nice and cozy. So I'm just setting that up really quick, adding in all the things, testing out the lighting as well. I started off with a power of 50 for the lights, but I eventually went down to like 27, I think, to make it a little bit more cozy because it was just too bright. And as you can see in some of these rendered bits that I'm doing, that the carpet also takes away from the GFX, so I will be changing it to wooden floor very soon. I believe I do that off camera because I changed it while I was in the middle of rendering. So we're just kind of fixing the poses a little bit, and then we will start rendering. So here is the render. We are in Paint.net for our editing, and the editing bit is going to be pretty short. What I wanted to do is add some steam to the cups, and then I just changed the colors a little bit and also did some blurring of the background. Finally figured out how to do that correctly since I googled it. Surprise, surprise, if I actually research something, I might be able to do it correct. But so happy I finally got that figured out. And that is pretty much all we're going to do for the editing after that. It was very simple. We didn't have a lot to do. My browser stopped responding there, and that actually scared me a little bit, but thankfully we were able to get back into it. And I just love how the cookies turned out. Random thought, but they look so realistic. I am so happy with those. They look so good. But let me know if you guys have seen my last GFX video, if you prefer the gingerbread or the Christmas tree cookies better. I think the Christmas tree ones look really good, but the gingerbread men just look so realistic. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So we just added a little bit of blur, and finally I think I'm just going to be changing some color settings and then putting my watermark on this. All my friends are telling me that I need to start watermarking my GFX, so I am going to start doing that from now on if I remember. So just adding a little bit of shading to the edges. I didn't want to do too much and overdo it, honestly. Here is my watermark being added right here, and that is pretty much it for the editing process. So here's the finished product. I hope you guys like it. I absolutely love how it turned out. It is so cozy, and it is even better than I ever imagined it being. Like, I always had this idea in my head, but after it's done, I just look at it and it looks gorgeous. I am so happy with how it turned out. But if you guys like it, please be sure to leave a big thumbs up. And remember, this was a collab with Emily, so if you want to check out her channel, it is linked down in the description below or in the info card in the top right corner. We did Bloxburg trolling on her channel, and it was a ton of fun, so definitely be sure to watch her video. If you are new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you get future notifications whenever I post. But anyways, guys, that's all I have for you today. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.